Okay, so I'm going to jump right into this breakdown. It appears to be a nice day outside, and I think I'm going to find my way out there, look for something to do. Good to reach a day off. So check it out. We have a trending story, and it's Stephen Curry and Buddy Hield lead the Warriors past the Rockets 103-89 in game 7, and we are in the NBA playoffs. If you didn't know, now you know, right? And we'll probably break away at various points here. But probably, I think we're going to go look at the box score right now. We'll probably do that first. So you have a 14-point victory here, okay? And this is round 1, so the Warriors defeat the Rockets in the series. It's 4-3. First team to win 4 games. So this is game 7. So it came down to the last game. What I'll do is I'll click on this and let's look at the box score. That's a pretty decent box score. Buddy Hield, 33 points. Curry with 22. Jimmy Butler checks in with 20. Good to see Jimmy Butler back after what appeared to be a serious fall and injury. Draymond Green adds 16 points as well. And for the Rockets, Amen Thompson. I don't know if he goes by Amen or Amen. I'm guessing maybe Amen. Amen Thompson, 24. Alperen Sengun, 21. Fred VanVleet with 17. Not enough there. They could have used a little bit more to pull off this game 7 victory. And are they waiting? I'm kind of curious who they're going to advance against. Let me see if Google will easily tell me. Who will the Warriors play in round 2? The Timberwolves. So you got the Wolves W and you got the Warriors W. Don't forget Stephen Curry's first name is Wardell. Wardell plays for the Warriors. And that'll be round 2. So we'll go right over here. I'm focusing more in this breakdown on Buddy Hield because we've had like several breakdowns on Steph Curry and Buddy Hield, kind of a new character as far as my decodes are concerned. I don't know if I've ever really looked at that character. All right. So I skipped a slide there. So since I skipped that slide, I'll go ahead and show you right here. He does have the 7 on his jersey. And this was a victory in game 7. Golden State Warriors enter the playoffs as the 7th seed. Right away, right? That's like bam, bam, bam. You get the 777 and you get a match, right? Jersey number, ranking going into the playoffs for the team, and the game 7 victory. Now look, it is not a coincidence. Look at the full name. Shavano Rainier Hield. Look at that, man. I mean, I'm telling you, his name in the language equals 103, and they pick up the victory, and they score 103 points. Check that out. I mean, it's awesome, isn't it? It's just undeniable. I'm telling you, it's undeniable. It's a 139-day span from his birthday to the game, which was Sunday, May 4th, from start to end. 139-day span. Look at his full name in the language 319. See that? So look, it's the same numbers. They're just the 1 and the 3 are shifted around. Chavano, I don't know, maybe Shavano, right? Shavano Rainer Healed That's what I'm going off. I know how to spell it. You see it right there? Right? 319 and then the 139-day span. And that's his birthday, December 17th. From that day to the game, 139 days. And you see the December 17th birthday. That's the ordinal and the reduction cipher. Buddy Hield. That's what he goes by, even though that's not, I guess, a birth name. It's kind of a nickname, I guess. Look at that. I'm telling you, these are facts. You get the numerical values with these letters. These are facts, not my opinion. Look at Buddy Hield. 94 and 49. Warriors has 49 as well. This is the team he's playing for currently. You see that? 94, reverse it, 49, on the Warriors, 49. Now look how this syncs up with Greg Popovich, who just retired. Popovich retired 94 days after his birthday. Retires equals 94. He's born in 49. And that's trending. The stuff is with the language. Okay? Birthdays. The important dates associated with the stories. You see how this works? Popovich trending at the same time. You get the 94-49 connection. Popovich born in 49. Legendary, one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. San Antonio Spurs, retires after 29 seasons. You see the 94-49 connection 94 days after Popovich's birthday, right? Simply amazing. Okay, and we're not done with Popovich. Okay? Look at this. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but you see the Houston Rockets fall to the Warriors in game 7, Hield with the 7 on the jersey. Warriors ranked 7 going into the playoffs. Check it out. And as I'm presenting this, like, just other connections are in my head now, and I just got to remember to bring them up at the right time, because this is a fake system that we're in. It's a system. This is a numerical system, letters and numbers. This is what everything's ran on, okay? Even Greg Popovich has the 203, like Houston Rockets. So look how all of this comes together. Look at the 3 out of the 4 base cipher match. He coached San Antonio. They sync up with Golden State. These two teams here. Popovich with the retirement. Golden State in the playoffs trending with this big victory. Golden State 122, 41, and 58. Same ciphers. Golden State and San Antonio. Even Golden State's got the 175. Like Rockets. Look at that. You know what's interesting as well on the fly? I'm out here in Mesa, Arizona, and you think of Arizona, you may think of Phoenix, Arizona, right? Well, notice Popovich P, and this is something I know from being out here in Arizona. Okay, look at when I go to the calculator here. Let me clear the Gematrinator calculator here. So look at this. Look how these numbers come together, 175 and 203. Look at Phoenix, Arizona's got 175 and 203. Right there. You see that? And Popovich P. And we're not done with the language and the letter P. Okay, I'm trying to expose the fake world here. I think I'm doing a good job. Wow, even Phoenix, Arizona's got 68 like basketball. And 85. You see that right there? And obviously, we have the Phoenix Suns out here in Arizona. I'm not saying that this is going to hit. I'm just putting it in there. But interesting, right? So that's why I like going on the fly during these breakdowns as well. Okay? Even Steph Curry, S. San Antonio, S. Spurs, S. And there may be more, you know? Yeah, there may be more that hits, but keep in mind I have slides put together and then Greg G like Golden State. I'm telling you, y'all. I have slides that I put together and then we hit on the fly. You see what I'm saying? It's undeniable. Even Golden State's got the 58 and San Antonio 58. We just hit on the 85 on the fly. So you're seeing the same numbers. So the first name, Shavano, for Buddy Hield, 28. Big victory over the Rockets. He's one of the two focal points with Steph Curry. Shavano, 28. Rockets, 28. Look at Greg with Popovich. Greg's got 44 like Rockets, 91 like San Antonio Spurs, and also Rockets. Okay? So you see how all of this stuff connects by the numbers, and I'm showing you the language even with the letters. Pretty amazing, if I may say so. Okay, now back to this Buddy Hield birthday. You see these other teams he played for? Pacers, P. We mentioned Phoenix, P, right? Uh, what was the other P? Popovich, P. Even the Phoenix Suns, S. San Antonio, S. Spurs, S. Steph Curry, Steph, S. Don't forget the Spurs had some legendary I don't, maybe I shouldn't say legendary, but very memorable playoff games against the Phoenix Suns. And I remember that being out here in the Phoenix area. Okay. As not, I wouldn't say a fan of the Suns, not necessarily. I mean, it's a fake world. You got to be careful of what you support out here. But we don't have a lot of success in the basketball realm or sports in general, really, out here in Arizona. But those games are definitely memorable if you're in this area and you're familiar at all with sports. So that's amazing, isn't it? So back to this Buddy Hield birthday. Check this out. And I mentioned I mentioned something related to this in prior breakdowns. Man, was he on Philadelphia? Look, he was on Sacramento, another S. I don't know who that team is on the top right. Oh, that might be a Warriors jersey. But let's get back to this birthday. You see the December 17 birthday. Notice how he's born in 92. Greg Charles Popovich equals 92. And 29 seasons, and then he retires, and his birthday 1 plus 28 equals 29. I mentioned that in that breakdown I did. But the 92, and then Buddy Hield born in 92 to go with that 29. You see that? And there's a whole bunch of 92s and 29s. Nearly every breakdown. Hey, look at Buddy Hield's birthday, 12/17, December 17. 12 plus 17 is 29. Okay? I almost forgot to put that in there. So this is undeniable. This is undeniable. And that 92, come on, right? You see that? Even the date numerology. Oh, yeah, I just showed you 12 plus 17, 29. Look at the date of the game. 5/4, May 4. 5 plus 4 is 9. So with the two numerologies here with the dates, 29/9, Buddy Hield's last birthday. And the 9 with the May 4 date of the game, 29/9 is like 29. You like that? You cannot recreate this energy. I don't know what I would do with myself if I wasn't recording. Okay, the mic's good. Can you imagine I can't recreate this. Even the total score of the game, 103 to 89. 192 points. You get the 9 and the 2 again. What's up, my fellow decoders out there? How are you doing with your live streams with 500 fake people in the live, 500 bots, maybe 497 3 real people, deceiving people, right? Making people think like, oh, this live stream's popping. It ain't gonna happen with me. Why? I am not a sellout YouTuber. Okay? I am not controlled. I don't hold back. This stuff goes beyond celebrities. Okay? They don't mind the celebrities and us knowing celebrity stuff is fake. I mean, to a degree, right? They don't want you to know it goes down to our level. It's the language. Do you understand? It's the language. Buddy Hield has the same birthday as Pope Francis, Jorge, Mario, Bergoglio. RIP to him with his death. Not a coincidence. Buddy Hield is trending with the same birthday. Don't forget, Popovich, like Pope. You see that? Popovich, Pope. Fake world. You get some decoders out there who are like, what do you think you're doing? You can't connect all that stuff. Dude, it's a fake world. You're a gatekeeper. You're a gatekeeper. You're controlled. You know what I'm saying? You're here to make sure that we're all bundled in a community so we can be tracked. Agent equals 47. That is what you are. My deceiver. Okay? Look, it's a fake world. It's a fake world. You like that? Now, something else I noticed. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, not in this decode. There's something else with the second ranked team and the seventh ranked team. Because remember, game 7, okay? 7 on the jersey for Hield. 7th in the West, Golden State Warriors entering the playoffs. And so Houston was ranked 2. So this is an upset, yeah. So Houston ranked 2, right? Because 2 typically plays 7, 1 plays 8, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5, if I'm not mistaken. There's something else with that 2 and the 7. It keeps hitting lately. Remember Derek White, Boston Celtics. Derek White birthday. I didn't say Eric White.
According to Wikipedia, Eric White is an American.
He's probably connected. But look, there's that Derek White birthday. There's that 2 and 7 again right there. And there's that 94, the 94-49 hit in our breakdown here. So there's that 2 and the 7, and it's been popping up in some other breakdowns as well. And look, White, W, Warriors, W, Wardell, Stephen Curry, Wardell, like Warriors. Okay, so there's a lot going on here, but he's trending. And how are the Celtics doing? So the Celtics, look at the Celtics are even ranked second. So there's that 2 going in to the playoffs, the second seed. There's that 2 again. And I have that Derek White breakdown, okay? So, and there's more 207s that have been popping up. I just don't have them noted right now, okay? There's only so much I can do on the fly here. We could be here all day. You know what I'm saying? So I want to actually pull up the article. See if it'll pop up here. Here it is. And again, there's going to be a lot of stuff with Curry. It's just I've done a lot of coverage on Curry. I thought it would be good to look at Hield here. as they're both mentioned in the title, just for a little bit of a refresher from all the Steph Curry stuff. Maybe we'll listen to, and look, Stephen Curry, Steve Kerr. Come on, this stuff is all by the language. Stephen, Steve, Curry, Kerr. It's right in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? So let's skip this ad. Let's see if we can hear this.
This series, but much respect to the Rockets and their staff and their organization. They have a great team and they had a great season. Um, couldn't be more proud of our guys. That was an incredibly impressive display of resolve, discipline. The defense was fantastic. And I thought Buddy did a great job on him and on Green. So this was not just a lights out shooting performance from Buddy. It was a two-way performance. I thought his defense was fantastic.
It's that organization though, and we like coming to this city and playing in these situations. It's been good to us.
We had our chances in this series. We all expected to continue to be playing, obviously, and so that's a letdown. But it's going to sting now. Use it as motivation and the growth and the things we've learned and showed this year. Let's all come back better, coaches included. And so that was the message. Don't be satisfied. We had whatever amount of wins in second place and all that, but nobody cares about that right now. It's where we finished, and experience is out of the way. Everybody will take a look internally and see how we can all improve and come back better, and not settle for first round or just making the playoffs, but advance.
Yes, it's a fake world.
¿Quieres mejor?
It's a fake world. And I was on my phone there looking at a message. So there may have been something there that I missed. Curry scored 14 of his 22 points in the fourth quarter. 14-point victory for the Warriors. Yeah. Right? Hield had 9 3-pointers and 33 points. Wow. That's pretty nice, man. For real. You know what is amazing? Today is 5/5 55. I can't drive 55. Curry 22. Hield 33. 33 plus 22 is 55. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get cocky because then you're gonna miss stuff. So I'm not. It's just I love doing this. There's probably some more stuff with the Rockets. Even look, Houston scored whatever they're speaking of right here. But the Warriors used a 7-2 spurt. There's that 7-2. There's that 7-2 again. There's that 7-2, 2-7 again. Remember, we broke away and we saw the birthday with Derek White. And these two teams are ranked 2 and 7. 5-0 run. There's that 5 again. Today is 5-5, man. You see, look, 94-74. There's the 94. Everything's ran on the freaking language. Look at this. The Warriors, who improved to 28-11 since his debut. They're talking about Butler. They played that many games? Damn, they played that many games so far since the trade for Butler. Look at this. 28 wins. He debuted on 2-8. Is this a gift and a curse I have? Look. You've got to be kidding me. Van Vliet scored a combined 55 points in the last 2 games. I repeat, this is trending today 5/5. Say less. I'm not donating. Donate to me, AP. So look, you guys see the fake world, man. And we got more fake stories up here above. You see that? All hidden by the numbers. For sure, for sure, for sure. Gotta love it, man. So, who are they playing next again? All synced up with Popovich, man. Who are they playing next again? The Timberwolves? We'll just head over to the calculator. It doesn't mean that, oh, look at Phoenix. Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. It doesn't mean that the stuff's going to hit, but we're just going to take a look. Man, the 52 keeps popping up. If you watch some of my current breakdowns, we just had May 2nd. There's the 52 right there. I don't really see anything. Timberwolves has today's date. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? The Timberwolves has the 55. Hield scored 33, Curry 22, added up 55. Van Vliet, last 2 games, added up 55. We just hit that on the fly. And who the hell is he on the Rockets? Fred Van Vliet. Yeah, he's on the Rocket. You see, so we did look at assists 5.5 on the season. And this guy, remember he was on the Raptors? Raptors are. He's got the 225 birthday, which is like that 2552. He's got 5 on his jersey. 55 points in the last 2 games. Today, this is trending on 5-5. So the challenge is out there. Any negative decoders out there, if they want to act like they don't know who I am, I'll pull up the evidence. Look at his jersey. Wichita State, is that him? 23, 2 plus 3 is 5. What are we doing here? But yeah, that energy's out there. If there's any sellout decoders, if the people who control them allow it, I don't think they want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want that smoke because I don't even need the slides. We go on the fly, and that is what it is. Okay. So as I will continue to be shadow banned, that's undeniable, and we're always going to be around the 30-minute mark, and that's just how it's going to be. Even Golden State Warriors 270, there's the 2 and the 7 again. And I swear there was another 72 within the breakdown. And there's probably more just right here. I'm not seeing it. It's whatever. Steph. And yeah, I think there's some more 72s, 27s probably with Curry, probably with the Warriors. But this is centered on Buddy Hield. Him and Steph Curry. They lead the Warriors past the Rockets 103-89 in Game 7. Until next time, we'll see what happens in the next series versus the T-Wolves. And as the playoffs continue, it's an exciting time to be a decoder, but we can't get emotionally detached. It's on to the next story. Peace.